Hello, and welcome back to Modern Skyblock 3 Departed. It's still raining, as you can see here. I found that right now I'm in a desert, and apparently it doesn't rain in a desert. But if I leave this area, it's going to be rainy and loud, so apologies for that. Today, I believe I have 3 different plans that I want to follow. I might do more, I might do less. We'll see. Those plans basically are that I want to get some water extractors over here. This is the system they use in this game to collect water. I want to also make myself a Tinker's Construct axe, and finally I want to make myself a monster spawner if I have the time. So, those are my plans. And with the plan said, let's actually get to it. So first step, with the usual, let us get a tool rod pattern, a binding pattern, and a axe head pattern. Bring that over to the part builder, use some wood, create the handle, bind the axe head, and then finally put it together to get an axe. Done. Alright, next up, where's that wood? Here's that wood. I'm going to need a lot more wood for the next part. So, let us make, there we go, some plant matter, grow some trees, and then cut those trees down. So, for the water extractors, if I remember correctly, you can hold right click and let go with a water extractor to collect water from leaves, snow, or cacti. You can place water by shift right clicking and with it make an infinite water source. So, for the water extractors, if I remember correctly, it's just 5 wood planks, water extractor. Yeah, 5 wood planks there, and then to get the compressed water extractor, we use 5 of those. So we're going to need 25 wood total. Alright, make 5 of those. Make sure the quest collects it. It did. And then make the compressed extractor. I think only the big difference between these two is I'm guessing this collects 1 leaf, and I'm guessing this one collects a much larger area, as you'll see in a second. So, what you use this compressed water extractor for is you go up to leaves like this, you right click on the leaves with the tool, hold it, let go, and you will collect water in it. You can see there that it has 320 millibuckets. You need 1000 millibuckets to actually place a water source. So we want to make 2 water sources so that we can make ourselves an infinite water source. So let's do that real quick. And let's make a spot for this. And then next, just because I find this next step to be aesthetically pleasing, let's make alright, and then shift right click to place the 2. And there we go, infinite water. I'm just going to fill up this tool real quick. 7. Okay, 2000 millibuckets. That's what we needed. Nope. I am starving to death. Let's try to fix that real quick. That's the only problem with the excavate mod, is it actually uses your hunger to excavate everything in one go like that. So if you're not careful, you can actually run out of food. Which I am dangerously close to doing, actually. Okay, so I think that should be enough wood for the project that we're about to go and do. A few more things I need beforehand. I'm going to want to have 2 chests to hold items in. And I'm going to make a couple of wooden hoppers as well. That is an item added by Tinker's Construct. 2, 3, 4. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you make them like this. Wooden hopper. It's not as good as an iron hopper, it's not as fast, and it doesn't hold as much, but it does what our job requires of it, so it will be good enough. And one more thing we should do before we head out is, because I am making this thing, we're about to spawn some monsters, so it would actually be a good idea to have a couple of things to defend ourselves with. With that in mind, let's make that. I'm going to make a certain type of sword, so I need a wide guard and a sword blade, and I'm also going to make myself a shield. As well, I'm going to make myself a sharpening kit so I can repair my tool if I need to. All of that done, let's go to the part builder. Let's create a... Actually, let's just use the stick we have. Never mind. Let's create a wooden tool rod, and another one with a hilt, blade, and a sign plate. With those things, we can put those over here, and we can create a wooden battle sign, or basically a shield, and a wooden sword. There we go. Okay. Finally, what else? Oh, last thing. Nope. Over here. There we go. Let's create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, just because as well. We'll be using those. Okay, that should do. So let's put the wooden battle sign in our offhand so we can defend ourselves. And as a last thing, let us grab what wood we have left, and let's make a door just to separate ourselves from any bad things that will spawn, because they will. So, let's move on. Now, I'll show you the structure. I looked up a certain way to make mob spawners or mob traps. Something that'll spawn mobs and kill them instantly. And this is the kind of setup that I like most for it. So I'll be showing you guys how to do that today. A lot of baddies already, and that's why I put the door up there, because otherwise I would already be in a pickle. So, the first part of the setup is you take the 2 chests, this should be big enough, place them there, and then you take the wooden hoppers, and you shift right click them onto it. And this will make it so that anything that falls on it will instantly go into the chest, like that. As such. So, continuing on. Okay, so this is the start of the setup. You use the hoppers on the bottom, and then you use oak slabs right here so that no monsters spawn. And then, yeah, I've already made a slight oops. Gun. Put that there. Grab that half slab. Okay with that, and then put that there. Alright, So this is kind of aiming for this pattern set up here. And then what we want to do is we want to build this 22 up. So that's 2. 3. 21. And 22. That's the height we want. Alright, next up, you build out from here 8. So that's 1, 2, 3. Alright, that should be what we want. Next, you fill in the gaps in between. Next up, we need to fill in these gaps. Alright, so basically what this ends up being is you can see that we have these 8 long canals here and these 8 by 8 sides. What we're going to do with this is that we're going to use the water we have and we're going to place it in the corners, and that's going to flow all the way to the edge but not over the edge. I'm going to place that on every side, like that. And then we're going to cover this place in so that monsters will spawn in here. So let's get to that part. And we're going to make this wall 2 blocks high. Alright. And then last thing, now that this is 2 blocks high, we're going to give it a roof. Alright, so with that should about do it. What you'll see, what'll happen is that monsters will spawn in this area, they'll wander around a little bit, they'll fall into the water will push them into this hole down here, and then they'll hit the bottom, and some of them will die instantly when they hit from the fall damage. Other ones will just take a lot of damage and be almost dead, and for those I'll walk up and swipe at them, killing them basically. So, this will be my mob farm. And this is how I'm going to get most of my items from mobs. That being said, let's finish. Oh, tag. Okay, so down there is not friendly. That was climbing up too. Okay, another good thing about this mod pack, let me dodge that, is that if there's ever too many mobs to handle, a handy thing you can do is actually just jump off. In jumping into the void like this, what'll happen is that all the mobs will respawn, and you'll fall from the ceiling. And if you hit some water, if you hit water, you don't take any damage from it. If you don't, then you get down to 1 heart like that. But that is my mob farm, and that's gonna have, you can see it down there, it already has mobs falling down and dying. So, let me collect that loot chest. I believe one of the last things I'll show you is with that mob farm, or for a quest in this book, a mob farm, one of the main things that you're going to need in this pack, and especially early on, are mob drops. To obtain them, you're going to make an enclosed room where mobs can spawn, or a mob dropper. That's what I did, I made a mob dropper. So if I go kill a skeleton, a creeper, and a zombie, then I should get that quest. one of the things in this mod pack is that you don't have access to everything at the beginning. That's one of the modes that I selected. You can see down here that this is an unfamiliar item. I do not know how to use this yet. You need stage MC first. So basically that's an item that I actually even can't use. If I even scroll over it, I just throw it away immediately. But as I progress in this mod pack, I'll unlock basically that item and be able to do things with it. So that is something I am looking forward to. Fallen, that is everything we needed. So, with that mob farm done, it's a little bit too dark down there, so mobs will spawn, so I'm going to have to watch that. But that is that part of that quest done. Let me get at my health real quick, and as the last thing for the day, let me collect a loot chest, back, and let me open these two. Today we got some spiky claws, and we got a bowl of water, which emptied immediately. I think that's slightly annoying. That's right in the way. Where is this guy? Here we go. Let's collect it. As long as we have it. There we go. Okay. That's better. Alright. There you go. Well, that should about do it today. Next time I'll move on to how you get some other things in this pack. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it has been somewhat instructive as to some of the things you need to do and how this mod pack works. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, any of those things. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will say, have a great day. See you next time. Goodbye.